Alright. Alright, good evening. So, today I will try to get to the town of the Crown of Towers and fight Lesmes. Hopefully I can actually do that in like one sitting. Getting like through one or two bosses per sitting is probably the best I can do. Since I definitely need to get to the Savage Tower to get all of my movement abilities, I kind of am going to just go through the bosses when I can. So I will go through. Lesmes now, and then I will just, because I have to definitely get through Lesmes still. Through, what is her name? That was a very clutch heal. I have to go through Lesmes, then I have to go through the Gallery of Missing Faces. I have to go through the Sea of the Sunken Cathedral and the Sea of Ink. And then I have to get through the Severed Tower for all of my movement. And then the only things I can do afterwards are the... Oh yeah, I also have to go through Labyrinth of the Tides, but that one's just kind of there. Oh wait, I can do the glass walk, can't I? But I need a... Oh, I do have to double jump. So I can't just go ahead and do that now. Right. Cut this one. Remove that one. Go through it. Oh, it's the Honeyman.
To your reverence, after seeing my but the mirror, oh creature, your take
The Maiden.
if
Which
this honey, let the bee.
the Maiden used to be probably one of the better ones, if I recall correctly. Also, I'm gonna have a look. We can remove you. I'm gonna have a look for the symbols of the Twisted One, which are like this 8-looking thing. Stupid bird. The 8-looking thing for the bell. I have no clue where they are. I assume they're gonna be in significant places, and I hope that the bell rings when I'm in a room with one. Because otherwise finding those is gonna be an absolute nightmare. Alright, there's a ringing, I have marked that. But I think this is for one of the sisters, isn't it? Because if I recall correctly, there's a sister in this room, but I can't reach her because I need the air dash. Which in turn is in the... I don't have the air dash yet, I forgot. I tried to air dash over that. In the Gallery of Missing Faces. No further. I can't even take my health off. What? I am at 100%. Meaning, as soon as I find it, I will go through the hand portal in the Crown of Towers. And and go to the Confessor. Because no fervor at all, I kind of didn't like. Even if I don't really use the prayers right now. Execute. I should probably equip that thing that heals me after executions. How about we don't do that? Yep. I have fervor again. Wasn't there a boy here? Huh, maybe not. Alright. Oh no, I already got him. This isn't the first time I go through here. Alright, Crown of Towers. I'm probably just gonna try and fight Lesmes today. I don't think I'm gonna do too much more. Okay, you can stagger them out. And they have a unique animation. Very nice. However, that rapier is just better for those guys. Because big boy. Like, all enemies that you can hit with the rapier, you should hit with the rapier. Okay, he absolutely smacked me. Right, otherwise, what's happening? Not a whole lot. Been at like an event preparation yesterday. It's gonna start in a few weeks. And it's just like, it's really funny to see like 16 cupboards completely filled with a bunch of board games. It's an insane amount of board games just lying around. Also, you always have at least 25% of your fervor, it appears. Oh, you are the elevator down to the Palace of the Embroideries, if I'm not mistaken. So I can actually go ahead and open that up. No, you are to the Choir of Thorns, meaning we are next to a hand portal, and I could actually just go to the Confessor. I'm also kind of surprised that there isn't an achievement for 100% guilt. Confessor there. Otherwise, not a whole lot happening. Given my country is still retarded as fuck.
So be it.
Please get rid of my guilt, all 100% of it.
The sacrament as your guilt now goes.
Is this enough to immediately cause the flowers? Apparently. Well, the normal bloom, not the flowers yet. I wonder if that's just 1, 2, 3, 4 times use and not like not like a based on money on guilt given. Okay. Then, Crown of Towers container. I don't think I get anything in Crown of Towers. I got Ruego al Alba in my original playthrough there, but that's not gonna happen here. I do not like those wisps. Because they're just something annoying you have to dodge. I still don't know if you can counter slash those guys. Okay, second verdadera destreza. There is a bell I need to ring, however, double jump kind of makes it really easy. Liviana of the Blighted Blades. Wait, did I never get that in the last one? Once a branch of sharp blades, it inflicts miasma damage. Ooh. I did indeed never get it in the last one. I too have blades. But unless I find something that gives me additional miasma damage, I don't think they're gonna be that great. Like comparatively. Oh, they pierce floors. Yeah, but the damage ain't that great. Maybe if I equip all the miasma damage stuff. Before I go there, I'm gonna go to the right. I think this one just leads to... yeah. This is where I'd get Ruegol Alba originally. Also, nice to know that they haven't, like in the first one, replaced all of the upgrades you already had with just Tears of Atonement, because there were so much Tears of Atonement at the end that you really couldn't do anything with. What do we... okay, I need to come from the top. Grab this. Vitrified Lightning Bolt. Already had that. That was a roll, not feathers. Ah, but you. Right, a Crown of Towers doesn't seem that bad right now. There is there's some range in which you can force them to use their ranged attack. Not today, my man. Alright. Timing, not too bad there. Alright, that's everything here, I think. There was also no bell. Miasma damage. Okay, apparently you can stagger enemies, which immediately just gives it a use. You have more range than I anticipated. And at the same time less range than I anticipated. Very impressive. Stab it there. Move you. I don't think you actually matter. Because I have the double jump, so I could make that jump anyway. You just call me the elevator, which I don't think I need right now. Yeah, you can definitely see that this area has been designed without the double jump in mind. For that I need to go to the right, but I think the button for this is behind this air dash. Yeah, that's down there. Alright, let's go down. I think this also just leads to an air dash area though. Oh, I completely forgot. I should mark. So we need an air dash here. We need an air dash probably there. Open up here. Hello.
This crowd, no one has the miracle, but we have prayed.
No more items left. Miasma. Parry too early. You are an open door, aren't you? Yeah. So... thankfully I can just dodge everything here by jumping over it. Otherwise the alternative of just killing everyone and then coming back and then doing it also existed. Gonna have to say though, of all the changes that the Penitence does, the respawning enemies is probably the most annoying one. Alright, there's a hand portal. I don't think it's actually worth going there, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I already have that item. There's also an amusing lack of bell ringing in this entire area, in the entire Crown of Towers. I do still have it equipped, right? Yeah, I do have it equipped. So move you up. It's okay. So you, I think, just move permanently. You wouldn't actually have been necessary, which is the best part about this. Then we can go down here again, which I think this elevator just opens up a shortcut. All things new, right. Invited to my parents today for Mother's Day. We're gonna have a barbecue, which is always nice. Especially since they have a new grill. which I don't know if that's actually just a better or whatever, but, well, it's new. Was an absolute bitch to build. Actually, it was rather easy to build, but all of the parts were really heavy. Scroll of the Elder. So I now have both parts for Tyrfon and Castula. Which I completely, when I went here first, I completely overlooked that I got those. And this time I'm gonna give Castula the list instead of Tyrfon the cloth. Though I still kind of like Tyrfon more. You could at least just like let me get on the ledge, man. Just gonna do this then. If you just put yourself in that position, I'll take it. Roll at me. I do have max fervor now. However, the fervor is just gonna be gone the second I actually use it. The second I get hit, all of that fervor is gonna be gone. Okay, you need to be on the higher position. Even the double jump can't get me up there. Where do you go? I think you go down to the Prie-Dieu, don't you? I must say I'm kind of disappointed that there aren't any secrets in elevator shafts. Like there were in Blasphemous 1. Well, they weren't really secrets. You could see them when you moved by, but getting there was a secret. Okay, here I need the boys. So here I need the boys. Unfinished lullaby. And you do indeed go down to the Prie-Dieu. Which I'm just gonna go have a prayer. I don't think I ever got that one. There are some things I never gotten, though, never getting that chest honestly was surprising to me. Especially since that seems to be one of the better prayers to have. Okay, there is a secret here somewhere. Ring a bell. Like, it's not gonna be a hidden wall here somewhere, I don't think. Oh. What could it be? Right, it's not there. Bang. I'm just gonna fight Lesmes right now and remember this place for later.
I live again.
Bong. Starting off with that early today, huh? Well, and there all my fervor is gone. So that's the big one. And then the small one. Who I think the small one only does blight damage. Gonna have to have a heal. Really, you just jump into me. Alright. Now, both of them. So the biggest problem is gonna be his little attacks while he's jumping around. Oh! Right, that was Castula's thing, wasn't it? The Turfon and Castula. I think I might want to change my... So now I'm at 100% Arreos immediately. Hand Portal's over there, which isn't too far. But I'm just gonna attempt again. Oh, I just realized that's his head in there. I honestly kind of hate this attack. Ow. Especially if it does it twice. The hitbox on those fire things is kind of weird. Blight you. Yeah, no, he's a problem. I think I'm gonna go... My best chance is probably Trifon and Castula. So I'm gonna go to the town. Travel to the city. I'm gonna switch around my altar pieces.
Roughness.
You're not gonna use Veredicto, so get Trifon and the Maiden for some more Liber's favor. the punished one and the family. I only have the dance for... Actually, I might honestly want to go with Ruegal Alba. Does the family have any? No, the family doesn't have any combination apparently. At least not with the others in Ruegal Alba. Turfon. Then we have Tirsu. The Kisser of Wounds. And so we have Jelok's favor 3 times and the Path of the Believer for the guilt restoration. I honestly wonder, because I'm pretty sure you can get Mea Culpa, but I wonder how strong it is gonna be. A callback like that, it should probably have all of the abilities of the other ones, because it kind of did.
The flowers, but the beauty of
Because Mea Culpa actually kind of did have all 3 of those. It had the dash attack, it had the downward slam, it had the charge attack. So, would be kind of weird if it didn't. Still no clue how to get it, which is the bigger problem. And I marked that you need the boy. Yeah, you need the boys. Then to the Crown of Towers. Where do I go? Up here, left, and then the elevator. Okay, I can note the strength differential immediately. Between... That was not actually where I wanted to go, I don't think. No, it wasn't. The difference between Ruegal Alba's previous damage and now, it's just like 3 hits instead of 4 hits. Which isn't necessarily like a 25% increase, but close enough. No. I also just realized there's a bell here. Open up that gate, which I think is also a shortcut. Have a heal. It's just an item. Unfinished lullaby. Just gonna skip those 2. I don't need to build up further because I get my fervor back at the Prie-Dieu anyway. And still no clue what we are having. It's not ringing anymore. Why? So there was a secret, but it's gone. Somehow. I should be far enough away, yeah. I'm actually gonna I just realized I have... Oh, it's only damage from enemy contact, is it? So the fire, I think, is still gonna deal damage. I do wonder what a sacristan is. Give me another prayer. Charm of the Twisted One. I don't think it actually matters all that much. Cabal of the Deep Wound. Yeah, just give me that. Have a heal. The fourth hit is probably my highest damage in the combo. Have my heal again. Heal again. Up. Okay, the small one is nearly done. And then the big one shouldn't really be a problem. Okay, small one done. Doesn't Infanta just mean child? And then I didn't even need Hirfon and Castula. Well, maybe I will still need Tirfon and Castula. I'm gonna go over there. This attack specifically is incredibly annoying. The end of it, the follow-up slam down, really easy. Okay, I did need Tirfon and Castula. Okay. I originally intended only to do Lesmes, but this was a lot quicker than I anticipated it to be, so I'll continue a little bit. Got me some monster here to wake up.
Be with my body. I am house penitent. But the miracle. Did I let them?
Alright, so now we have access to the elevated cathedrals. And I'm not gonna talk with you. This is where the Gallery of missing faces is gonna appear. I'm just gonna go back and rest at a prie-dieu. So, the Tirfan and Castula thing means that I have to kind of go to the Confessor a lot more. If I actually take damage, if I actually get beaten.
So be it.
On the other hand, if I just
The sacrament.
fill him up, if I just like max him out, I think I get it for free at any prie-dieu, which is appreciated, which is definitely favored. And on hand portal we can go to the right of the Crown of Towers, or I just leave that and immediately go to the elevated cathedral so we can rush getting to the 7th tower for the boys. I do not have any money. Maybe I should actually just equip those rosary beads again. Yeah, price of blood. Alright, there is still ringing going on here. Which isn't in here. Can't get onto it. The ringing is on the right side only, is it? No, the ringing stopped. Okay. The ringing has stopped.
Uncanny. What we have a
This area still reminds me of the Pharaoh's Tree. Like these platforms specifically for some reason. To the left I don't think there was anything I can do. Yeah, there's a gate. No. Okay, note, you can't parry in the recovery of the slam. There's a chest. With an air dash I could probably do that, but not without. Tirfan and Castula didn't trigger here. If killed, the dependent will survive a fatal blow. Okay, so if I actually just don't want Tirfan and Castula to trigger, I'm gonna fall down somewhat. Because as that's an instant kill, we don't have a fatal blow. go grab my gold. Which is probably up there. Okay, there's a gate here, which I cannot open from this side. I think parrying them is more important than the fourth hit. These guys hit twice if I don't parry. Ow. Went in too close. Big club. I do like this animation. It's simple. It uses what's already in the environment, even if it's the weapon of an enemy. That's also why I like kind of their execution animation, because it also just grabs the weapon. These guys I hate. Alright. Grab me that. I think I go down first. Though I actually kind of need to find the Chapel of the Five Doves, don't I? I'm pretty sure he would toss me into the abyss if I didn't parry him. If I allowed him to hit me rather, because I could also just dodge. Alright, Chapel of the Five Doves. Not quite yet. Ow. Alright. Sword dealing a lot more damage than I remember. Okay, we need the bell. Two, three, four, five. Oh, how I hate this enemy. They're not that difficult to beat, they're just annoying. Grab that shortcut, I don't even know where it goes. Touched it. Of the three, like this guy also appears in all 4 elements. In all 3 elements of fire, miasma, and lightning. But his lightning version is definitely the most annoying one. This is a shortcut to the Priadieu. Grab this item, a fervent kiss. Take that. Ow. Well, you got me. But I'm gonna have to drive with my sister later, when I go to my mother. When I visit my mom. Go with my sister in her car, which... If you think you've ever seen a dirty car, whenever I enter her car, I wonder if I fit because of all the empty cans in there. It's incredible. It would probably reek of old energy drink if it didn't already reek of cigarettes. Free that boy. Fight me over here. Alright, there's also a shortcut then. Okay, go up here again. Move this one up. So we can destroy that floor. Where does this even lead? I don't know. Okay, I can go ahead through here. This is a shortcut as well. There I need the air dash. I think the Chapel of the Five Doves was at the highest point. Well, I'll need the air dash here, so that's a no. Stonebird. Okay, this is just one of the daughters for the Streets of Wakes later. Air dash needed there. I can't get up further, so back to the Priadieu, I guess. And yeah, this needs the air dash. Where are you going? Bit weird that the rock type here takes more damage from lightning. But I'll take it. Also, it appears I can't get to the Chapel of the Five Doves from here, huh? Maybe I need to go in from the right. I completely forgot what the map here looks like. Hit it a bunch. Slap you instead. This is... I think this was an upgrade. I think these are just upgrade stations. Where you get like the upgrades for Veredicto, Mea Culpa, etc. So there's not really anything here I need to do. Yeah, you still die. Okay, the head's up more than 1 health. How do I get to that chest? Probably from further up. Okay, this is just a way down. Ooh, the boy! Okay, and this way I can get back up. Okay. This is the boy tower.
Penitent one, I am all. Make us penitent only.
Alright, I can get there, but the box is empty.
Penitent one, help us by free.
I am kind of interested to see what is at the top of the tower. It's probably a pretty nifty upgrade. And it means I have whatever was in this chest, because I'm pretty sure this is the one you get to from the boy tower. Votive Offering of the Miserable, which is like an eyeball. This up there I've been, yeah, that's just... Okay, here we need the boy ladder. Before he could even throw his first head. Sad that. Also, the heads apparently only have a limited lifespan. Right, so where else can I continue? I can't continue there because I need the air dash, meaning I'll probably have to go back to the right. This is just an empty room, which feels weird. But there is no bell. Can you just stop, please? Okay, no up. I should probably go... Yeah, I kind of need to go down here. There was a gate. And there is a gate here. Abandoned Rosary Knot, which we can't really use. And an empty receptacle, which we also can't really use. Those guys are actually kind of tanky. This goes back inside. Can I? I can get up there. Dodged ya. This is, I think, just this chest, which is the demented one, which we already do have. Also, I need to check, did my maiden break? Or do I have to have it equipped? Okay, so I have to have the maiden equipped for her to break. Also, how did I heal without using one of my ball flasks right now? What? Okay, here we need the boy ladder. Meaning I continue there. Actually, I can go down. Right, here we need the air dash again. This goes to the Grills and Ruin. Bloodstained Chain a Link, which I think is just a rosary bead. Okay, so either there or there. Let me just go ahead and teleport to the city. And go back via the hand portal. I should probably equip the maiden just so I can get the upgraded one.
Much time has... You must know that I am a blind man. More than ever, a fiery glow. All who were there were the remnant. Never could I forget it.
Get me... When health is at its maximum, when battle flasks are depleted, improves the effects, recovers health after execution, duration of the blood plug, and strength. You don't really have a combination anyway, so I'm just gonna take the family. Because I think the family is kind of more useful than the other two. The family is... yeah, recovers a portion of lost life after being hit. Back up then. I do wonder whether they actually now I need to wonder, do I need marks of martyrdom for... This honestly looks like it should be something. What did I want to say? I wonder if I need marks of martyrdom for mea culpa. Ow. Can I just chain stagger them now I think about it? Oh, I can just go to the right here. Why haven't I gone here yet? Ah, it's a combat arena. Stab at thee. Oh, there's two of you. Well, that's a problem. I should have saved there, well, whatever. It's not really too much of a way, and I don't think there's actually only one bird on the way, isn't there? Which the bird isn't that difficult to kill. Okay. Don't get hit by the head. Ignore the bird. And just go to the combat arena. I'm gonna hide back here. Okay, him just being in range to just straight up smack me is a problem. Thankfully, I don't think he is anymore. And then they're just really easy. Like, this is probably one of the easier enemy types, with the exception of the lightning one, because it can't jump over his attacks. That could have killed me. Okay, now we have the fire version. Oh, Verdadero Destreza also slowly loses charge, I just realized. Unless it's full, probably. Okay. Here we have the Chapel of the Five Doves. He gives me the first key. 4 envoys wrap my body in soft linen cloths.
Penitent one, be pleased to receive this gift that a candid voice in a dream asked me to give thee. A voice whose owner shall always be unknown to me.
Key of the Pilgrim.
O heart that descends from heaven, what doth thou see?
Time to talk with the Pilgrim. And the witness. But now that I think about it, these guys look very normal. Comparatively to most people look kind of fucked up in the first one.
The miracle shows us mercy. Never will I comprehend for many eons. Oh, I see my request. Cast open the cage. Dove.
Okay, gallery of missing faces. Can you imagine how long it would take to build the Crown of Towers? Like, that would probably unironically take absolute ages. For example, the Cathedral of Cologne is a lot smaller because it's only one church instead of like 5. 5,000 years of atonement. I'll take those. Ah, this is the... Right, there is a bell here, but I'm pretty sure that's for the cast in the lake later. Yeah. Bell also here, but I can't really mark it. But I'm pretty sure it's just for the castle in the lake later. To the Choir of Thorns. Which I have already been in this area. Do I continue? Right. I think I'm gonna go ahead to the city and then use the hand portal to get to the Crown of Towers. And go in from there. Crown of Towers, right. And from here to the boss room. Oh, actually, I can just go here, can't I?
We pray.
There should also be a prie-dieu in here relatively soon. And here you would be kind of fucked. You would be kind of at a dead end if you didn't have the double jump. I just realized they're not only missing faces, Basilica of Absent Faces, they're not only missing faces, they're also missing hands. It's just clothes. I'm not even gonna mark that I need the Eresh here because I'm gonna get it soon. I'm gonna get it in this area. Alright, this is the exit to the right, which I'm gonna go in once I have all my travel abilities. Ow. I forgot you're up here. Wait, where did I get that? I got it down there, I think? Did I get it down there somewhere? No, that is also blocked off. Did I not get it in here? Oh no, I got it in the Crown of Towers, didn't I? So I could have probably gotten it a while ago. Yeah, difference between Ruega, Alba and Sarmiento is now visible with all the damage buffs I gave it. This is where I get it, I think. They have such a heavy delay on their swings. Right. Gonna have to leave while this is playing. Alright, air dash acquired. I'm just gonna hit you on. So... Up. Up. Can I get up there? Apparently not. Need to keep in mind again that unlike Animanolia, I only have one air dash. Regardless of how often I jump in the meantime. Alright. So now we can go ahead and air dash around. Which is probably one of the more like quality of life upgrades, because it just makes it easier to get around even in areas where you don't necessarily, strictly speaking, need it. Scratched face from canvas. I think that was fire resistance. I stab at D then. You open here. There are no enemies in this area if I see that correctly, so not too concerned. Except for the insta-kill spikes. Get me rid of Galba. Alright. This is one where I bang multiple times. Alright. Oh, it's the with blood balls. They kind of remind me of Legion in it was Symphony of the Night, wasn't it? That had Legion. Was it Symphony of the Night? I think it was Symphony of the Night. Okay, there we need the boy ladder. And there is a gate. I think this gate leads to the boss room, so... I'm just not gonna mark it because I'm pretty sure this one's just opening after we fight the boss. There is a secret in this room apparently. Also, I just realized this is where all the absent faces are. Legion is just where all the absent faces are. So there is a secret in this room, huh? That was stupid. But where would this secret be? Do I see anything? I don't immediately see anything. Not the prey I wanted. It's not just a secret wall on the left. I don't think there can be a secret wall on the right because it's just an area for the teleport. I'm gonna leave that for now and fight a boss. Not entirely sure yet what weapon I want to use here against her. I just know I cannot fall down. Oh, we're going from this side. I think I might prefer Veredicto. If I had the upgrades for it equipped. Maybe I'll just go ahead and grab those. Travel to the city. Talk with the Confessor. Equip Veredicto. I will keep the Maiden equipped, even though she's broken currently. So, Veredicto, you... This damage taken while the further bonus empty, increases stun power of your attack. Yeah, just do that. No, and then the Anointed one, the Thrower, increase stun power. I don't think the stun power is gonna matter, but that could. Alright.
May the hand.
And then we're gonna go talk to Confessor, and then we're gonna go talk to the Honeyman to fix my maiden up. Wrong direction. That was the wrong direction. Less guilt.
It pleases, behold, is it not so? So be it.
25,000, 26,000 pretty much, yeah. I don't know if I can buy anything with that. I don't think I intend to. Alright, to the Honeyman. In the Choir of Thorns. can execute you? Yo, give the bird some food. Amazing. The bird needs their food. The bird needs their little head. Wonderful. To the honeyman, I think. Yeah, I can just go through the right here now.
Let not your...
What? What is this?
Take it.
Why do I have a... What? Why do we have... Ah, that's the bell. I wanted to go to the... Ah, there's a radio over there anyway. What is this? Why do we have... Why do we have AoE on dash? What? Is this new? Mercy of an almost instant movement. Mercy of the wind. Is the... Wait. Is this the Mercy of the Wind? Okay, unequipped Chrysanta, I want to see that. Remove Chrysanta.
May the hand...
Okay. That could actually
May
be
the...
very helpful in that fight. That also kind of explains what the Mercy of the Wind ability is. Alright. Right here. Though I'm not sure I would honestly call that instantaneous. And I think the bigger point is actually just that it deals damage now. Okay, you are creating a lot of fervor, actually. No. I go to the right. Yep. Can I please make a jump? I kind of, for these guys, I kind of need a parry, don't I? Legion, get slapped. Further up. Where did it go? What? Left. Or you just slap them so often that they can't teleport. Because the club kind of just staggers them. Alright. Let's see if we can keep the fire going in that fight, or if we just get slapped and lose all of our fervor in one hit. Also, the chime isn't ringing anymore. So I think the chime also triggers on things like... on things like... What would you call it? It actually deals damage to the boss. Holy shit, that dealt damage. I already lost my Tyrfon and Castula. Tyrfon and Castula. Okay, she deals a lot of damage. I don't really want to go to the town right now, though. I think I need to play a lot more conservatively. No invisibility for you. No lightning for you. Got hit. Switch. Okay, if two of them hit me, I just immediately die. Meaning, Veredicto might be the wrong choice, because if I miss with it once, I'm already kind of fucked. Though Veredicto does make hitting the boss herself a lot easier. How? What? You were not at that height. Alright, another attempt. Okay. As long as she doesn't use the heads, I'm kind of content. That's the heads. Yeah, I don't know. Benedicta just keeps me locked in place for too long. I need to find my windows to attack better. Preferably after she uses an attack. Ow. Did it just deal 5 damage? 5 orbs? Because the first one I feel like did 3. Yeah, no. The heads are the biggest problem. And I don't know if I have something to just get rid of all of them. I can't use prayers for that because, well... the prayers are kind of, not accessible right now. No invisibility for you. Yeah, okay. That one two-shots me. If I get hit by both. I honestly think I might unequip Tyrfan and Kastuda. At least the blessing they get. Can you just like stand and fight? Close. No. Like, I really feel like my damage is lacking in this one. Was I wounded? Like, thankfully all of my souls are immediately here. Which is definitely helpful. Because I'd hate losing all of my... Okay, I think I'm switching to Ruegel Alba again. Let me go grab my souls here. She remains the most annoying boss. Not necessarily difficult, like comparatively to some others, but annoying. Right, we switch to Ruegel Alba. Increase me my physical damage.
May the hands...
Back to Confessor.
Sir, so be it.
The "so be it" really sounds
Now
really different. Why is someone wrote... Hate... There are some people who just ring on my doorbell for some fucking reason. I'm pretty sure it's the postman. Though I don't think he would work today, so maybe it's just like... stupid prank. Alright, back to the Crown of Towers. It's also not like I could just go anywhere else, because the Sunken Cathedral is still blocked off. Alright. Let's try that one again. This time we have 3 damage buffs for Ruegel Alba. Well, that was not great, because that means I immediately have a little bit of a guilt level. But we don't do that. I do need to go to the right. 2, 3. Up and up. Up and to the left. Speaking of pranksters, apparently someone got arrested in Korea for like 31 years. From what I've heard. For being a bit of a dick. Well, a bit is maybe an understatement. Alright, let's try this boss again. However, this one and this one. I probably won't be able to use them a whole lot, but if I had the choice, I'll take those. Just immediately blast her with it. Okay, hits. How about we don't do that though? Okay, the lightning being disconnected from her actual stance, definitely annoying. Have a heal, have another heal. Ooh, close one. Close one again. Which direction are we starting from? I think dodging them might be the smarter choice. Where are we starting from? This attack is actually kind of easy. She could do that more often. How did that not hit me? I shouldn't have been on the top there. But this went a lot better than before. Grab me this. Grab me full fervor. The miasma, actually, thanks to its homing, a lot better than I anticipated it to be. I may actually want to just grab me the miasma damage. No invisibility. Lightning is fine. We start from the right? Yeah. I hate these stupid heads. That really hit me, huh? I really wish there was something that just gave me passive fervor regeneration. But I feel like they might have thought, yeah, that's too strong. The elevator left me. I think I might switch my altarpiece setup again. I'm gonna try it once again since I do have full fervor still. I too can cast spells. But I'm better at aiming thanks to homing bullets. I hate these stupid heads. These heads are the worst attack. Because they can spawn beneath you and immediately deal damage, which is bullshit. Alright, blaster. Okay, apparently they can run out. Which is good to know if they don't hit in time. Heads again. The problem is also that she just spams that ability. Like, it feels like she spams that ability. More miasma damage. How about we don't do that though? Hit you. We still on the red sun, yeah. That attack we kind of always start on the opposite of where the pylons themselves start. Oh. Heads again. Okay, not the heads. Okay. I need to be careful about the hitbox on those, because sometimes they do only hit with the spikes at the top hit you, and sometimes they just hit you, regardless of where. I think if I'm in the... I think I should be in the middle there. I'm gonna switch back to Veredicto, but... not damage. Give me... Fervor generated increased. Then sure, the Mercy of the Wind ability. And then we're gonna take some prayers in. Miasma damage. And... mystical... Critical chant... critical hits... Increases the damage of prayers and slightly increases the damage of prayers. And Cierzo increases any source of physical damage. Elemental damage, which means I don't need you. What else would I take though? Nah, I guess it's fine. Actually, the Maiden. When striking with a weapon, okay, so that doesn't count.
May the hands of the...
I know that this deals damage, but I wonder what type of damage. Like, is it mystical? I feel like it's mystical.
Knew their thought, but I will. So be it. go.
Alright. Again. Motherfucker, can I not jump? Alright, get me Benedicto out. My best chance is, I think, actually just praying at her. Well, first of all, have a save. No. What does Chrysantha actually do before you get the Mercy of the Wind ability? Like, is she just... Does she just don't do anything? Benedicto. Like against flying enemies specifically, I think Benedicto is the best. Especially against big flying enemies. Also, that is mystical damage, isn't it? Maybe I should... I think she only deals mystical damage. So... I'm gonna go ahead and switch up my rosary. You... mystical damage, and... yeah, mystical damage. Alright. Have a safe. And then we're just gonna miasma her to death, hopefully. Benedicto to get further back, so... and then whenever I can, I'll just toss in a prayer. That seems to already be good damage there. Oh, that's on this side. That also kind of gives me the best purchase on hitting her whenever she's below the platform. some free damage. Stack prayers. Gonna have to have a heal. Ow. That was close. Heads again. Miasma. Okay. That was a pain. Key of Endless Artisan.
The miracle was to create a symbol.
Yeah, a symbol. The hurt.
Dove.
I still feel it's a bit of a missed thing that they go from left to right instead from outside to inside. But, well, it's a minor thing. It's kind of a nitpick. Alright. So that has been done. So Sunken Citadel, then the Severed Tower. I believe... Or was there something else before that? No, the castle at the lake is the last one, I'm pretty sure. I also never noticed that you can go up with that. Which means I would have never gotten that boy, which is probably the best hidden boy I've seen in the game yet. Right, travel to the city. I will not continue for today. Sunken Citadel is next time then. Probably together with the Severed Tower. And then as soon as I have the boys, I'm gonna go everywhere and find and hopefully find everything. I also still have... Right, I think you were just an upgrade. I'm gonna leave one question mark. Actually, I'm gonna leave both. The Labyrinth of the Tides, the Knot of the Three Woods. I'm gonna go everywhere with markers, and I hope I remembered. I hope I marked all of the the bell ones. After I've got the boy tower, I'm probably gonna do that before fighting the Screaming Gallery. As such, yeah. For now, I hope you have a nice Sunday. I hope you have a nice Mother's Day. Call her. Unless she's a bitch. In that case, don't. And yeah, otherwise, I hope you also have a nice week. Goodbye.